we're switching over. Hey guys, we're live now.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our E7 stream. Such a pretty view.
Yes, look at Kylos.
How's the 60 FPS? Can you see those pigtails flying in 60 FPS? Like last time we did this, I was like, oh, look at this awesome frame rate, and we were getting like one frame every 2 minutes.
It's a hard.
Yeah. So hopefully our internet is going to behave a little bit better this time.
It's been acting pretty nicely the last couple of days. Yeah,
Yeah.
knock on wood. He said, now that I said something, everything's gonna crash and burn. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's my fault.
Yeah. So we had a blog come out earlier today from Tom. If you guys have any questions, or if you're like, oh man, there was a blog, I just posted the link. So yeah, feel free to read it while we're playing.
Yep. And I guess we do actually have permission to identify the porting company this time as well. So for those who are curious, in the blog I said, you know, we don't want to name names or anything, but we do have permission now. So yeah, it was ported by a company called Hyde, Hyde. You can look them up. They've done some awesome stuff, and they were really, really great to work with, and did a really awesome job, I think.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I'm gonna go ahead and do some tweeting, you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this is the Wind City. This is basically where Gaius would be most at home if he lived in the world of E7. I mean, pretty clearly, but yeah. But it's the wind town of Kylos, which is run by Myshera here, who is the other character I can select for my party. I think Aisha is a little bit better as far as ranged characters go. She's a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Myshera is more powerful, but she's slower. I do love that Myshera has basically the man, I'm blanking on everything today. She's got
me every day.
Yeah, she's got that classic superhero power of she's blind but she can see, which I just love. Daredevil, that's what I'm thinking of. That's Daredevil's power as well. He's blind but he can see. And yeah, I just love that. That's a thing.
Gives you even more power.
Yep. What did you have to say? Holy precincts of wind, yeah.
So is this your favorite
Um,
section?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what section to show, and the one downside here, which isn't really a downside, is just the music here is much more peaceful than you're probably used to from like Falcom Sound Team. But I love it. I mean, it's a really great dungeon theme. It's just not your typical Falcom fare. But I just really like this dungeon too, because there's like all kinds of cool stuff where you're like riding air currents and all that, as you will see. Also, you get this really like awesome view of the whole dungeon, like as you're approaching, which is always fun.
Dogi's got the best run.
Yes, and I love the animations in this game. They're so like over the top, and Dogi in particular is just perfect. Also, I will be using Aisha most often just because ranged attacks are cool when she's fast and has neat moves like her somersault.
She's just poison.
Yeah, she'll get over it.
Oh my god! Yeah, she'll walk it off. It's fine.
Basically, yeah. All status effects go away over like a reasonable amount of time in this game. I think poison included, right?
Can take a little bit. Surprisingly longer than you expect.
Here's what I'll do: is I'll switch to somebody else.
Slowly do it in the background.
It's fine. She'll be fine.
Yeah, this is DirectX 9 for whoever was asking, and the requirements should be accurate on the Steam page.
Right, now one thing that this game has that you'll also see in like Celceta is the flash guard. I am terrible at flash guarding, but if you're good at it, you can like break the game by doing things like that. It's like, ha! You did nothing.
I like Dogi's slow roll in that one section.
Yeah, the
It's
slow
just like,
motion.
yeah. Just like, I'm so cool.
Yeah, I love the character switching. I know a lot of like old school East fans were not fond of the character switching. I actually think it's not really any different than switching like swords in Nepishtim or like the bracelets in Felgano or the artifacts in Origin. Just you're switching people instead of items, but it sort of is functionally the same. And I just really like the variety on offer, and I like that you can kind of like switch mid-attack essentially, and like just kick an enemy's ass with 3 people.
That's true.
A lot of fun.
I'm one of those people that kind of charges in badly, like probably stupidly when I'm playing. And
Yeah.
like my one team member is like dying, so I'm like, okay, switch to another one who has full health. It's fine, keep going.
Oh, did we introduce you guys in the beginning?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, yeah. So here's Tom. You guys, stream people probably recognize him, but I don't know if you guys recognize Alyssa, because she's not on here as often.
Well, she's here, but she's often in the background.
Yeah, she's
In the background.
You'll hear her, but you won't see her.
Yes. Usually I'm behind the...
Okay, so I can turn up the game itself.
Tom the pun.
That is...
If he's not on stream, his puns will be.
That's true. At least, unless Nick beats me to it.
You two are just gonna one day have a pun off, and I want to make sure that we stream that. I think it is
I think Nick would win, actually. He's much quicker-witted when it comes to puns than I am. I'm gonna use... Even though it's wasting it, I'm just gonna use it anyway, because overkill is fun.
Oh, that was so cute! She fell!
Yeah, those are, on the... Well, I guess you can't see if I'm pointing at the screen, but there's a yellow bar that fills on the bottom right. That yellow bar is sort of your extra meter. When it fills up, you can use the extra skills, which bosses in this game are kind of damage spongy, so that's usually the way to beat the boss, is to fill up your extra meter and then just extra the crap out of them. Also, the boss of this dungeon is really hard, dubbed by one of our QA testers, Nick, as the Wind Chicken. Yeah, Nick, sorry, wow.
We were just talking about Nick.
We were
so
just talking
it's
about
fair.
Nick, and yeah, I'm like, end name, brain, today, brain.
Words are hard.
Yes.
Words are hard.
But yeah, Nate calls it the Wind Chicken, which I think is a great nom de plume there. Oh, I already got that, or no?
Can't carry them.
What does the Sabrina incense do? Oh, just
Oh,
use it
and
and then
run
grab
my
it.
time. Requests from the chat to not hit the table with the...
Oh, am I hitting the table?
Yeah.
I did not even notice. Okay, I will like hold this.
Mic. I've been trying to like make it.
I will hold this away so as not
Yeah,
to
the
do
setup
that.
is a little silly too because wires. We get catastrophe.
No, there's no catastrophe mode here. Yeah, this is pretty much a just direct port of the PSP game, but running at 60 FPS with nice high-res character models and like other upscaling where applicable, but a lot of times it is not applicable. My blog goes into that a bit, but a lot of the PSP assets were created at PSP size, and so
You can only do so much.
yeah, we tried, like, Hyde did actually attempt to do upscaling, and it looked good in some cases, but then in other cases it just didn't work. Like, you could definitely tell that it was something smaller that was being upscaled larger than it had any right to be, and it definitely showed, and it was like, yeah, it was a noble effort, but I don't think it's gonna work. But yeah, notice the wind currents here. That's sort of a... this is an East game where you cannot jump, and so that jump would be too high anyway, even if you could, but...
Do you have the key?
Not just yet. Gotta actually get the cape.
Does it contain 5,000
No.
Can we just
Only if-
relocalize it just to be all puns?
I mean, that does sound very appealing.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. I would admire you for doing it.
To the ghost stories of East.
The dream.
Oh, and yes, there is a crafting system in this game. I actually like the crafting system in this one better than the crafting system in Silsetta, because in Silsetta, it kind of breaks the game. Like, you can really just, like, take your first weapon that you got, basically, and just craft it into, like, something better than anything you'll find in dungeons.
Really?
Yeah, it's Like, you can really break the game with crafting in Celceta. In this game, it really is more just a bonus thing.
I didn't craft a lot.
Yeah, if you don't, like, I prefer playing the game without crafting a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also do like the way skills work better in this game as opposed to Celceta, because in this game, every new weapon you find has a new skill attached to it that you can like use while you have that weapon equipped, and then as you continue to use the skill, you'll eventually learn it and you'll be able to use it even without the weapon equipped. So it's very similar to, in fact it's identical to the system in Xanadu Next as well.
Oh, nice.
So, if you've played Xanadu Next and not E7, which would be surprising but cool, then you can look forward to a very similar system here. Awesome. This is my second favorite game in the entire East series after Oath and Felghana. And I consider it to be an excellent start to the series for people. Like, I would say that this game and Oath and Felghana are like the two games I would most recommend beginning with if you're getting into East. Like, this is very representative of New East, and Oath and Felghana is very representative of Old East.
Did you mention why we're streaming today, by the way?
Oh yeah!
This is very important. So, we're streaming today because it's actually the 7th anniversary of the launch of the PSP version of E7. So, yay, congratulations, E7!
Woo, lucky sevens, baby!
Lots of sevens all over the place.
And now I have the wind cape, so
Yeah.
now it is time to ride them currents. Woo!
Don't you just wish that you could do that in real life?
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Telling me I can't open a treasure chest while there's a monster there. What if I want to get hit while there's a monster? Like, open a treasure chest, be like, look at this awesome item while I've got like a knife ramming into me.
But sadly, Adol doesn't shipwreck in this one.
Sadly.
Sadly.
Yeah, there are numerous references to the fact that he made it in a fully intact boat
It's
as well.
true.
What will I do? That's what I was doing. I want to equip what I just got. This prevents curses. There are enemies around here that use curse, which makes you unable to attack. Nobody wants to be unable to attack in a East game. That's madness. I'm also missing every one of my attacks. Okay.
It really doesn't.
It's scary to think like that this game is that old at this point. It's like this was the first game that I worked on at XSEED. This is the game I was hired for. More or less. I mean, it wasn't just one game and then it was like, get out. And then it was like squatted here.
just lurked for 7 extra years.
Well, wasn't what I was trying to do. I wanted to kill you. Let's go ranged.
They're trying so hard to help.
Gonna unequip that so I can get all the loops. There we go.
The monies.
Like that guy just sort of waits patiently for the gate to go down.
Very kind.
Yeah.
It's like, I won't attack you until you have a fair chance to die.
It's definitely, the following the rules of combat.
Solid sportsmanship from that enemy whose name I don't remember.
Don't bother me, I'm getting spring water. Bash! Dogi's the best. Actually, I don't really like playing as Dogi that much, but
His animations are great.
his animations are amazing and he's a great character. Who doesn't? No soup for me. Okay, there is a dead body there. I just keep missing it.
You kind of stepped on. No respect. But I'm very impressed
Now,
by
what is
this
this?
smoothie.
Excellent. Fortunately, we were able to actually show you the smooth movies this time.
I hear like there are some frame drops, but there are more for the blissful 60.
Blissful 60.
Beautiful. Yeah, the game is so ridiculously smooth. It's weird, actually. Like, when I first started playing, I'm like, man, I do not remember it being this smooth.
Man, it's
because
so
it
fast,
wasn't.
too,
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think, even though, you know, even with the textures being a little low, I still think the game looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
It just has a really nice look to it, and the models are great. Actually,
I feel like just kind of solid.
yeah, it's just, unless you're like really like, like looking really close, it's like, oh, yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also like, yeah, you can actually like check out the models.
Oh wait, I have to move your little webcam because you're in the way of
Oh,
the models.
Where are you?
but yeah,
So pretty.
Let him go.
old Dogi with his Wolverine claws.
Seriously.
It's badass.
I was looking at some art of Dogi the other day, and I was telling Liz that all of a sudden I really wanted to see Dogi like cosplaying as Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Because I was like, he was just all like buff arm, and I'm like, it's Gaston.
That sounds like fan art that needs to exist.
I think so. So for you artists out there, please do me the solid and draw Dogi as Gaston. I cannot find
Make sure it's also tweet it at XSEED Games.
You'll probably hear me screaming in joy wherever you are.
Let's do it.
Like you wouldn't expect it.
Sneakiness. Gotta actually take off the cape to get this.
Makes you do the thinking.
What are the rune earrings? Prevents confusion. There are enemies around here that use confusion too.
That's true.
What's worse? I think definitely curse is worse than confusion.
I think so, because confusion you can just, you know.
And that's silver snake ring is for poison, right? Yeah. We'll prevent confusion for Dogi.
Does Dogi have any other skills to equip?
Probably.
Let's check them
Yeah.
out.
Why are they grayed out?
Might not have
Oh,
turned
because
them
I don't
off.
have the weapon. Yeah. I guess this is believe save data from Nate.
I don't know, one of us.
And
We
yeah.
got all mixed up.
Yeah, I think this is save data from Nate, and I'm just guessing he never used Dogi.
It could have
So
been
he
me
just
too.
hasn't-
I
yeah.
also, as much as I love him.
Well, I do like that Dogi's weapon is called the Backneck. Backneck. I was just remarking earlier on like some of the names in Falcom games where the it'd be under files.
The other button, the back,
Oh,
that one. Sure.
okay. Yes, the monster names from like Falcom games, like Dagrafm. It's just like these are just the greatest names. It just is basically like I remember working on them, editing them, like trying to come up with like how to render them in English, and it's just really hard because usually it's like a reference to like a mythological creature, but there's no references here. These are just like names that I think they just thought sounded cool, like Pharaoh Monk. It's like that's just okay, I guess pheromone, but a
Yeah, that's
monk
it.
also. It's like I don't know, but it's awesome. Like there's just something about the names that just they work despite being like completely nonsensical. Resist perks. Foiled.
Well, the place have places next to it. Once it will, you'll have to like choose which type you want.
Yeah,
in
we're-
the options menu.
We are actually changing the way this is displayed right now. Right now it just says Type 1, Type 2. It's going to say Xbox DualShock in the final version. And instead of help icon display, it'll say button display as well. And I think button number is going to be PC Classic as well.
Yeah.
So,
For those old gamepads with the
Yeah, which is what I've actually got right now. I'm using a nice old school Logitech controller from Nick, which I do love these old school Logitech PC controllers. Actually, I think I prefer those to using like PS4 or Xbox controller for PC gaming. Yeah, there's just something about it. It's sort of like midway between the feel of a DualShock controller and an Xbox controller. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. Also,
I hate this section.
it's kind of fun.
I just take the damage. I'm like, it's fine, I'll heal later.
Yeah, treasure chest full of monster horns.
My impatience knows no bounds.
And how somehow somebody just threw some, like, fluid from a monster in a treasure chest.
That sounds disgusting.
It's like, it's fine. I'm sure that chest is, probably not reusable at this point. It's probably pretty bland.
What would you do if you, in real life, encountered a tree of some sort that spat out tornado bushes?
Pretty sure I would just run very,
Me
very
too.
fast.
I don't like if a tree tried to talk to me, then that'd be awesome. But like if it just started spitting tornadoes, I'm not about that life.
Yeah.
Unless I had a cape that I could fly on the tornadoes with.
That'd be interesting.
Then it would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's nice shot.
Yeah, power strike.
Sometimes I miss with those.
Yeah, that is the thing. You can actually miss with these moves. Whoa.
Oh yeah, this is where I just take all the damage.
Can I do that without? Nope, I have to unequip it. Gold pendant. Petrification. Petrification's nothing. That's fine.
You can just wiggle your way
Yeah,
out of that.
exactly. Building skill. Gonna. Sorry, hitting the table again.
You're also excited for his YL section, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super excited for that, man.
Game and it's so good.
It's fun.
Yeah. Spy is excellent stuff. You guys will enjoy that a lot.
No.
It's fine. Just some statues of Macy.
Is that it or next?
It really is.
It's amazing.
I think, like, 2 of the Falcom games we've done that seem to get the least attention are among my favorites. Xanadu Next and Brandish the Dark Revenant.
Yeah.
They're such good games. And, yeah, you don't really hear as many people talk about them, but hopefully, word of mouth over time, you guys will check them out.
They'll be slow games. Soon they will take off.
Yes.
I believe in these games.
Windpipe, no relation to the one within your throat. Hopefully.
I'm up.
I know I need to backtrack at one point, but I need to do that now. I think I save time if I do that now. Yeah, I think I do. Because I need to actually stick that windpipe in like that weird organ thing. Let's go, jam a windpipe in a phonograph looking food.
There's a lot going on in this sentence.
Yeah, oh, that's right, I gotta do... Shoom! There we go.
I wish I could backflip, period, at all. But then backflip while using a bow and arrows? It takes some skill.
Yeah, the... Ooh. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Welcome to my world!
The archers in both E7 and Celceta are definitely like the best for like repeated awesome like kill everything moves. Because Karna in Celceta had her, what was it, like Nitro Blast or whatever, where basically she just shoots out exploding arrows like at machine gun rate. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. I haven't played Celceta in so long. Going
Yeah, I haven't played this game since we released it, so...
7 years!
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about how stone didn't mean nothing. Yeah.
But you did wiggle your way out of
Did.
it.
Yeah. There's a couple healing things. That is, I guess, the one thing that sets this apart from like the previous trilogy of these games is you do have healing items again, which you didn't in Felghana, in the Pishten. Well, you did in the Pishten, but not in Catastrophe mode. But yeah, you did not in Felghana or Origin. And so that became kind of the standard for a while, and then they went back to it with E7. Felghana in particular is really hard. Like, I think it's probably the most challenging in this game, but super fun.
What are your favorite instances?
Most of my favorite bosses are actually from East Origin. But Origin has the best bosses, I'd say. My favorite is probably Nigtilger, which is the centipede that crawls around the column in East Origin. Really,
Creepy.
really
What about
awesome.
you, Alyssa?
That's a good question. I guess I'll pick one from E7 since it's the freshest in my mind. I like... I like the ones in the, fire.
You're all about the wind chicken, right?
No!
Yeah, wind chicken.
Wind chicken, my least favorite!
Wind chicken is going to kick my ass when I get to it, by the way. Like, I tried fighting it earlier, and it just completely demolished me. It's so strong!
Yes!
It just
Don't
keeps
expect
attacking!
it.
Nobody expects the wind chicken.
I like the first one that you see in the game.
Oh, yeah.
The two-headed turtle.
It's sort of a classic at this
Yeah,
point.
I think it's a pretty unique one. Also kind of a weirdly cute. Like, yeah, look at this little turtle spin. Oh wait, he's killing me. That's not cute.
Falcom does love how they're cute, like super powerful bosses though. Like the hidden Pickard bosses in some of these games. Pretty excellent. Pickardin in East Origin. Pickarders. And the Black Pickard in Felghana. And then, yeah, I guess another Falcom game, Gudaman, has Black Bean, which is just this really kind of cute but ridiculously hard boss. And Zwei, the Overt Insurrection, one of the toughest bosses in the game is the Service Penguin.
Oh my god.
She's super hard. Like, she's an optional boss you fight in the battle arena, and she just will...
Yeah, I'm looking over there at Service Penguin.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, somebody, when we showed that at the last stream, somebody was like, wondering if it was a hint for like one of the other Trails games, and I'm like, no, that's from Zwei, the Overt Insurrection right there. But then it's like, oh yeah, but there is, in Cold Steel, you can actually see the Service Penguin in Milliam's dorm room.
Is it the screen that you sent me
Yeah.
that has the Pickard and...
It's got a Pickard,
Yeah.
it's got a Pickard plush, it's got Kobold plush from Zwei as well, and it's got the Service Penguin from Zwei. So it's like got all the bases covered. It's a great screenshot.
I'll have to go down there today. Honestly though, I don't think it's just a regular enemy in Zwei, the Overt Insurrection, but I cannot get over the giant chicken.
Oh,
Just...
I don't believe that's what it's called.
It's not.
Yeah.
Good by name.
Don't feel like you can do it justice. Just pull Nick in here really quickly and be like, tell us.
What is the name of this?
There is the one that's on fire as well, which is even better. Indeed. Yeah, I'm really hoping that, like, I can't wait to read reviews when Spy comes out. I just can't wait to see people's reactions to be like, dude, I cut a hole in a tornado with a biplane. It's like, what? It's so great. Yeah.
Very soothing.
Yeah, in here we are hearing like just the clicks of the button presses on moving. As well as that the hacking of bodies not far away.
Zelda taught me to not mess with chickens. That's true.
That is definitely true.
I had to learn that the hard way.
You get messed up.
Yeah, you did. I died to the chickens, and then I came back riding Epona, and I was like, you can't reach me!
I don't really know that the wind chicken is, like, I don't really see a chicken as much out of it, but, unless it's like a Technicolor chicken. It does kind of look like it might be a Technicolor chicken. If that's a thing, which I'm assuming it is.
Very well could be.
Someone's asking what you think.
Oh, because dashing's fun. And also, it, like, it's my way of, like, dodging enemy shots more effectively.
Tom and I both have difficulty with flash guarding,
Yeah.
so E7 is just dodge
See if I can flash guard. Yeah!
Yes.
You have to do it so many times, though, because of, like, the slow-mo.
Yeah.
But it does work.
Did
I'm
it.
just, my timing is so off, but if you're really good at flash guarding, you can just, like, flash guard everything and take no damage ever and just, like, break the game. It takes a lot of time, but it looks awesome if you pull it off. Like, it looks super cool.
Neil was asking Brandish Stream when. Do we try?
Yeah, we did try. It did not go so well.
One day,
One day we will manage it.
I'm gonna look into some stuff. If you guys have any suggestions, you can tweet it at us or send it to comments@XSEED.com.
Because I would love to make that happen, because Brandish is my baby. That was my translation and like a game that I was really pushing for, and I was super glad when we got it. And I had a lot of fun coming up with like localizations for it as well, because there were some pretty tricky translations in there.
I don't know.
I actually translated it on my own time, like it was so short.
Really?
Like there's so little dialogue in that game that I was just like, yeah, don't schedule it in for me. I'll just do it at home. Like, yeah, it's fine.
We are very dedicated here at XSEED.
Fun. I mean, it's Brandish.
It's true. It is a passion project.
Yep. It's time to move some fans, very conveniently placed fans.
You can hear the musical tones of this giant organ thing.
I should have already opened the thingy earlier. Well, I guess it won't show it opening until right now. Yeah.
If I ever had like a multiple story house, do you think it would be possible to just like have that as instead of stairs?
Just the cape and
Just
the
a
wind
cape,
tunnel.
yes.
I always said that would be like the sort of thing that I would want to do for like my wedding or something, is invite people to like a church and they're just sitting there and nothing's happening, and then like the wall just falls away and there's like an announcement over a loudspeaker that's like, this way. You have to like go through a secret passage to like another church. It's a really fun like thing to do.
That would be one of the most amazing weddings ever.
Oh boy, it's wind chicken time. Let's save.
Yeah, see? Tom's giving you the ideas, chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Control your entire wedding party. Go to underground cavern instead and have it there.
was asking about Cold Steel 2 coming to PC. It is,
It
yes.
is.
We don't have a timeline for it though, right?
No, we announced at the same time we announced Cold Steel 1 coming to PC, but
Yeah.
there's not any details to share right now. But it is coming.
The only details that we really have, because it is still pretty early on, we're still working on trying to get Cold Steel 1 like fully ironed
Yeah.
out, get all the like little bugs and things that people are finding fixed up, so that can be carried over to Cold Steel 2. But I do know that Durante has, definitely given some really great feedback of his own as well, and come up with some really great ideas on how to make Cold Steel 2 go more smoothly on our end. So hopefully we'll be able to deliver to you faster and better.
Yeah.
So. Sorry, that was me. Aisha. Looks like something's rotting.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
no. Someone says they want your shirt.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually like there's just randomly a Facebook advertisement for this shirt, and I was like, how can I not buy
I
this?
never tried those. I never actually
never-
picked
yeah.
those, but like.
I had to when
it
I saw this. I
exists.
mean, come
Like,
on.
it seems to have worked out well for you.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I had to buy this. It's
Yeah,
too
in the
cool.
future,
Trust
like-
data, not lore. There's the supposed wing chicken. See what I mean? It's a Technicolor chicken.
It
If
is a
anything.
Technicolor.
Yeah. And now watch it kick my ass.
Oh god.
Actually, it is more
Like a
turkey. Yeah.
Turkey than chicken.
Ah,
Like a
Come on,
tornado
arrow
with a
rain.
diet.
yes, it was actually a good arrow rain strike. Ah,
No.
Oh no.
ah.
Honestly, it's a chicken turkey thing. Don't expect it to be this
Yeah.
annoyingly difficult.
Adol's stoned out of his mind. Oh, now I am too. Heal. That's good. Ah, what? No, I didn't want to switch. Ah! Such confusion.
Oh, stab.
Oh, hey. Ooh, I didn't even notice. Thank you. I was like too busy trying to stay away to notice that he was yellow. This is where like learning to flash guard would be especially useful.
Yeah, all his attacks,
Yeah.
flash card
Yep. Oh no, I think that's somersault. What's the one? It's triangle? Yeah, triangle. Oh no, step shot is not the one. Must be tumble arrow. That does some decent damage. Okay, we'll go with that.
Another thing is this wooden chicken. It's like I don't know when it walks about. It doesn't look like it's attacking. It's just like, why are you there?
Yeah.
This is my house.
Why are you in my space?
Yeah.
It's the grouchy old man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of healing items so fast.
Yeah, so
What's the matter, you yellow? Nightmare, yeah. This one just stuck with the basics of easy, medium, hard, or easy, normal, hard, and nightmare. I pretty much always play in normal. I think this is normal?
I think so.
Actually, I don't know since it is Nate's save data. What is he here? Wait. Oh no. Ah, we're all stoned. Oh, hey, I flipped over that. This is unintentional.
Pure skill.
Yeah.
You ever like you're sometimes playing games and you do something that you don't expect yourself to do? You're like,
Yeah, it's the only time I do anything impressive in games, really. Is by accident.
Controls that Tom is using is a Logitech controller. It's like an old school like gamepad with numbers instead of letters or symbols.
Yeah, the newer Logitech gamepads are similar. Oh, I'm confused. I'm going the wrong way. The newer Logitech gamepads are similar. I have one at home. It's a newer model, but they're laid out to look more like an Xbox controller. And I think they use Xbox nomenclature as well.
Yeah.
Whereas these old ones still just use the old numbers. I really need to heal. I'm so running out of healing items. Oh, I tried flash guarding and it didn't work. Man, my timing is not good. Wow, Dogi and Adult are both like, pretty much dead. Let me do this, yeah, there we go. I don't even have him at half HP though. There's a nice volley, however. Until I got stoned. Oh. What's that?
Chat.
You really shouldn't.
You got this.
Yeah, I really don't.
We don't believe in you.
Interestingly, it seems like dodge rolling is more useful than flash guarding when that shockwave is coming down the road. That's good. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, chicken underwear.
Welcome to the XSEED Extreme where Tom serenades us.
Rush!
Stupid baby thing.
And whoa, that's good. Yeah, I am. Wow. Well, this is farther than I got last time, but, yeah. Foolish mortal.
We're just being like...
Yeah, I don't have time to worry about Adol and Dogi. Adol and Dogi are, they're a lost cause. they can fend for themselves somehow. Someday, some way.
They'll be fine.
Well, now they're better, but only slightly.
I'm thinking this.
Get more yellow spirit power. Yelling. Ah, no, I'm stoned.
Oh no!
This is very poor timing.
I feel like this boss battle like despise this wooden chicken so much.
Well, I knocked out the baby. How many times have I said that in my life? Wait.
Oh god!
Well, can revive. I can bring him back.
Gone forever.
Wait until I'm in worse shape and then I'll do a come from behind victory. Hopefully.
Like, can you imagine trying to clear this harder than hard nightmare mode?
Well, seems like a good time to do things. That's fun. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds good. Oh, nice. I'm getting close to another arrow ring with her as well.
Nice.
That'll be necessary. Almost there.
I know. It's just like,
I'm beautiful.
There we go, arrow rain. Do it.
oh, and it's done. Oh, so close. Yes.
Yes! Woo!
Nice job, Tom.
You did it, Tom.
Woo!
Amazing.
You did it.
That was like the hardest boss I've fought in a long time.
Yeah. So yeah, this is not Nightmare. This is a normal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
The hell is that smoky thing? As one is.
Yes. How can you resist?
She's like super powerful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I know,
She has
right?
like powers that just kind of like pop up randomly, and it's like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Cool. It's like, oh, you have memory erasure powers. Okay.
nice.
Could have come in handy earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mishira's pretty cool.
I like her design a lot.
Yeah.
Me too.
I actually really like the character designs in general in this game.
Yeah, they're all pretty solid. So now that we've made it through this section, what do you want to play?
I don't know. We didn't really discuss that.
We did it! So
We can look
chat!
at some achievement stuff.
That's
and then
true.
That's
chat
true.
If you guys want us to do something specific, I'm gonna make sure to keep. Or I don't know. If you want, what do you want to look through your save data, or do you just want to like run around while they decide?
No.
All right. So yeah.
Let's keep playing this and see where this leads. I mean, this is, I guess, spoiler
Yeah.
alert, but this isn't really that much of a spoiler, I don't think, is it?
Not too much, but if you still want to, you know, be as fresh as possible.
Yeah, I might as well not
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, so we can just stop here.
We'll just take the elevator back
Yes.
up, it's fine.
Wrong turn, sorry! No hat!
And then while you guys decide what to do, we can look at some
I
achievement
guess
art.
before the fire boss, huh?
Here, hold on, let me max
like
this
the
cam.
big.
Are you
Oh.
gonna run around here for a while?
I don't know. I just thought that it's like, this looks so cool. Just
Okay,
look
yeah.
at this. It's neat.
Yeah, you can do that. Because if we go through saves again, I'll max cam just so we don't do any spoilers. Cool.
Oh, yeah, I don't think the saves alone will spoil anybody.
Okay.
It's just like random low-res screenshots and like text that you're not going to see because I'm scrolling past it so fast.
So, you guys want Ultima?
Yeah, it's another one of the items. I do like the items in this game. Like, I like the whole, what is that even called thing? It's the ice mist crystal. It basically gives you just a cushion of ice just so you can walk on lava, which I like as a concept. There's like the diamond boots that you use to just like run
Stomp
over
on
spikes.
thorns, yeah.
So we can show off some achievement art since we were talking about her already.
Aw, she's such a cute.
Yeah. Covering the webcam currently. Whatever.
Yeah, the game is bilingual text as well, so you will see some save data with Japanese
Yeah,
text.
Japanese
Because
and
you can actually
English.
play with Japanese text in this,
Yes.
if you so desire.
But so yeah, we did, you know, we got specially drawn achievement icons like we did with steel and yeah.
So I can show you some of them. You got some prepared.
This is the first flame boss, right?
Yeah, they can't really see much of the screen.
Okay.
Is it Sigrun in the background? Oh my gosh. I love her. Hong China says Crushi is best though.
Crushi is best. Yeah, I just like that they just randomly are like, we don't need Mustafa.
It's fine, he's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Mustafa has important things to take care of.
Yep.
His sister is also a warrior. Here you go.
Yep. And then she just kicks ass with giant hammers.
She does. It's like, you don't expect it.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at the two of them. So cute.
I like the fist bump.
Yeah.
If you're at the altar, you probably already got the
Probably.
box, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh well. Now I can show off in minor detail the fast forward feature.
Yes. I like
See
it.
this?
Woo!
Gotta go fast. Yeah, these are achievement arts for those who get came in a little.
I'm up.
I think I have one more or a couple more to show you. Let's see what else. Yeah, that one back on browsing. Slaying all the monsters.
Oh, yeah, Elk's here. I like playing with Elk. Elk's fun. He's super fast. He's
Just
got
like, yeah, comes in and hits you a couple times and dodges out.
ooh, that's a new skill.
It's used an artist who specializes in monsters and one specializes in people like
Where's the wheel spin? There we go. That's my
Wheels, yeah,
favorite.
wheel spin's my
Wheel
favorite
spin is
too.
the greatest. Just turn him into a wheel. You can even say it is a really fun.
sad. Do you guys have any questions about
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that I really said anything all that interesting, but I hope you guys got something good out of it.
like questions about comment
Yeah, I didn't want to make it sound like, you know, I didn't want to oversell the edits or anything either.
God, we have a delivery.
Oh.
A pun delivery from Nick.
This might be the first time we've had a pun delivery with me being, like, on the stream,
Maybe.
actually. Because I think I've been on the stream with Nick most of the time, so.
Okay, so Tom's gonna read it out loud for us.
Did you hear that one of Adol's traveling companions was possessed by the vengeful ghost of a chicken? They had to hold a ceremony to exorcise the poultrygeist.
Oh my goodness.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Alright, so
Were you the one that sent a pun in, for cold while we were doing the Cold Steel stream?
I did do a pun for that, yes.
Yeah.
The one that
Oh,
was like
yes.
the triple pun.
it's Geist.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah.
In case you
I think we have some pretty good achievement names that make like Geist puns, don't we? Don't we?
We have one, yeah.
We have MD Geist or
Code
Geist. That's
Code
it.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah. I swear there was an MD Geist as well at
It
one
was a
point.
dad joke.
Yeah.
Puns are the epitome of dad.
The
Yes.
epitome of dad jokes.
And yet, neither Nick nor I aren't our dad.
You've been trained.
But we have now, yeah, we've like, yeah, we've gotten ready for one day, maybe.
You have all the practice.
I like how post-its are like our preferred delivery.
It's true.
Like always like
It's the tradition.
Door, like I know it's coming because the door is open. If you're new to XSEED and you don't like puns.
We might have a problem.
That and yeah,
Well.
just future warning. There's a door open.
Yeah.
Run.
This is, by the way, not any of the main dungeons. This is just kind of like, yeah, it's the cave biome.
Just, yeah.
Just the cave biome. Geocluster. Oh, sweet. Got a shield now. Take that. Forgot that this was like a shield.
Dude, Geist has like fairies or something.
Oh yeah. That is a reference to E6, the Ark of Nephishtim, the fairies, actually. Because yeah, Geist. The party system in this is kind of interesting because it was the first time you got to play as Dogi and the first time you got to play as Geist.
You're in water.
I know, and I'm drowning
And
slightly.
he's short like me.
Yeah. No, I noticed the air meter. I was like, I might want to get out of that. Okay, that's fine. I got time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
No.
you.
But yeah, I do like that you get to play as Dogi and Geist for the first time in this game, and both are recurring characters. Geist was introduced in E6, the Ark of Nephishtim, and Dogi, of course, has been around since E1.
Is there an idea of entry speech for announcing?
Yes, we're announcing the release date next week. Keep an eye on it.
Stay tuned for previews. I hope Tara returns.
Really?
Oh my god!
Damn!
I'm not a big Terra fan. She's kind of terrible.
Oh
in
my
fact.
god.
But no, Terra. I actually didn't mind Terra as much in East 5. She's a returning character from East 5 who then went into E6. I just found her really annoying in E6, honestly. But yeah. She was pretty cool in East 5 though, and I kind of liked that she was just sort of like this cheeky thief girl in East 5.
East 5 is the one
That never,
okay.
yeah, never came out
Hasn't-
in English officially, and has never been remade except for PS2 by Taito in Japan, but it's not the greatest of remakes. So.
Yeah. Tom's opinions are not the opinions of the others.
Yeah,
Just because he doesn't like Tara.
no, that's exactly right. There are certainly those who do. So yeah.
Tom is officially dead to me.
Aw. But I made a cool pun out of her name. Terrible. I forgot that this led to the desert. Now you get to hear the awesome, one of my favorite tracks on the soundtrack, Desert of Despair.
It's a good song. E7 is probably my favorite E soundtrack. Like, I've
It's
listened to
really up there for
Yeah.
me as well.
I've listened to Belgana, which Belgana has like the power ballads, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those like those two power ballads are like, I love them. But overall, E7.
I would play the
My sure is probably playing.
They're
Spin-off.
in Japan, not developed by Falcom, but there is like a third-party developer who made a cell phone game. This was before smartphones, so it was like an early cell phone game that starred Dogi. It was called Ancient East Vanished the Truth, Adventures of Dogi. And I always wanted to play it, but it's like nothing can play it anymore, so it's like kind of a lost game. I don't even know if it's any good. I don't know how it plays. I know almost nothing about it, but I really would love to like play that someday. Because I just like the idea that it's also called Ancient East Vanished the Truth. It's like, this is what really happened. Dogi was the hero. That's what I am imagining they were going for, and I really love that idea. Indeed. bestest buddies.
Yes.
Loyal friend.
Don't fuel my fanfiction writing.
Oh, hey, Titano. Or, I guess that doesn't count as a Titano, but it's a very large beast.
Low level.
Get out of the way.
I think I saw someone asking about the crafting. So maybe for those who came a little bit late.
Yeah, actually, where do you... Hey, can I warp from here? I think I can using the map, right? Yeah. Let me warp to, go to
We haven't checked
Shinoa.
out Shinoa.
Shinoa, I can show you the cool, like, tree in the background, too, which looks really neat. But yeah, also, crafting system. I think you can craft here, right?
Yeah, you should
It's
be
been a
able to
while.
synthesize. That's the assembly hood.
Yes. Yeah, I have not really been playing this game that much. Is this the place? Yay. I've been mostly on other projects, and I've been, like, on text a little bit here, but I haven't really had much of a chance to play this port, so it's actually kind of exciting to be able to do so. Oh, that's... Okay, that's how the synthesis system works. It's basically the same as buying items, except in addition to money, it costs a certain amount of materials. And I believe you can... Yeah, you can hold square, or button 1, in this case, to actually see what skill each weapon will teach you. And that is, as I mentioned, that's how you learn the skill. It'll tell you the level. You can't see when I'm pointing, but it'll tell you the level of the skill and how much SP it is to cast, and the bar shows your progress toward it. Like, Power Smash currently is level 0, which means unless I have the Bear Killer weapon actually equipped on Adol, he won't be able to use Power Smash until he's used it enough to level it up to 1, at which point he'll learn it and then be able to use it. So, let's actually synthesize the Bear Killer and check it out.
And that one changed his...
Yeah, changed his type as well.
Yeah, to... What is it?
Looks like it's probably,
It's whatever Dodie is.
yeah, the Brawler type.
Fists.
Yeah.
Fisticuff.
Yes.
So let's give him that ability. Well, that's not Adol. There we go. So Power Smash. I can select it now, but if I unequip the Bear Killer, I cannot. So let's just see what this looks like in action against some very, very weak enemies, because this is an early part of the game. So I'm just going to completely demolish them. That's fine. You get to see me walk past a really cool looking tree. See? Cool looking tree.
It's a nice tree.
Oh, yes.
I like how you get a key.
Yes, and the pheromones.
Yes.
Oh yes.
You are good at remembering these names.
Yes, I
am
completely
impressed.
forgot about that. And this is the ability that I just learned, Power Smash, which I just got knocked over before I had to use. Does some damage. Also, this is a great weapon to use against a big enemy like this. Although, I guess not, because I'm not getting yellow numbers, which means it's like a super effective attack. I'm just getting white numbers, which means it's a regular attack. Doing regular damage. I do like that you can keep beating up on their dead bodies and get, like, extra stuff.
I just keep thinking about with the
Yeah, this is the first time we had to deal with that, because ESRB does have a specific thing about attacking dead bodies, essentially. And it's like, oh, hey, that's, I guess, this situation exactly.
How does that work, do you think, like, if, like, you know, for skinning bodies, that's basically what you're, like, attacking
Yeah.
bodies is, right?
And you're getting, like, bones and stuff, so it's like, yeah.
yeah.
This is, yeah, the entrance to the tree. And, oh no, look at these thorns, they're hurting me so much. But, diamond boots! I just love, like, destroying all of them, even though I don't need to.
Me too.
You gotta get every one of them.
It's kind of something satisfying.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, yes, everything's cleared.
Yeah.
All of the packing bubbles.
Yeah.
where the spider attacked you earlier. So rude.
Earth altar. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot that you just kind of go right here.
Wait, can you talk to the altar? But that's weird. Like, will that transport you to?
Oh yeah, I guess it will
Yeah.
because I'm at that place.
It's a cool area. So.
The Earth Sanctum. Oh
it's
yes,
pretty.
the flowers.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Man, it has been a while. I really need to replay this. I'm actually kind of excited for the release just to be able to replay this. Yeah, I was mentioning the music in the Fire Sanctum, or I guess the Flame Sanctum it is? Yeah. But the original Japanese name for the track of that is like one of my favorite track names in the entire OST. It's called, I'm trying to remember the name now. It's really bad when I start telling a story and then blank on like the most important detail of that story.
That's okay. We don't know.
A Sun-Baked Throb. That's what it was. Yeah. I believe we just changed it to Heatstroke for the English soundtrack. But I just do love the name, A Sun-Baked Throb. This is really cool looking.
Right?
Don't bother me, I want to pick mushrooms. Away, Pheromone.
Different enemy, but they're all just gonna be pheromones now.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's the yellow numbers. That means I'm doing all kinds of damage. Yeah.
Those not pineapples.
They are Ambuna fruits, thank you. Anything cold sounds good right now because it's very hot in this room.
It's very hot.
What's up with that?
Yeah, it's like our air conditioning has been very hit and miss lately.
Yeah, we've been having a battle of the temperature in the office.
Yeah, it's either been like the sun or Antarctica.
Yeah.
There's been no,
No middle ground.
yeah. Okay.
No, your button configuration.
Change the button configuration right here.
Alright, that's true. I don't even know.
I don't want to hoard the controller from you.
I've never used one of these controllers before, so this should be an interesting one.
Be the bottom button, I think.
Is there a default options?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could do that. It's just all the way at the bottom. I watch default is like
It's like not what
something
I
that you're just like, why is R2 attack or something?
The shooter now.
Here we go. I love this purple weapon that you equipped.
It's pretty sweet. I remember that.
Pretty swanky.
Elk looking all kind of like a deer in headlights is still my avatar on a couple forums.
You
on the
can't,
internet.
sorry for the chat peoples, you can't post links in the chat, just, I can't remember. So, that's why they're just posting delete a link one time. If you want to, like,
Sorry, y'all.
message it to a specific person, you can,
I do see somebody asked how our keyboard controls. I believe it's, well, I mean, you can actually configure the keyboard
Yeah.
controls completely, but I believe it defaults to either arrows or WASD. I can't remember which. I think you can, I mean, you can change it either way.
Yeah.
And then, like, ZX, C, and V are, like, your main attack buttons and all that. But you can change any of those to whatever you want.
Switched out Joji even though I love him. But
Well, I mean, right now you do technically have Adol as the brawler. So.
I do! That's a good point.
Elk is such a cool character. He gets very little love, but he's an awesome character. And his grandmother's awesome too, Fatima. She's great.
Fatima is like my grandma. I mean, she has this line where she says, "Are you out of your damned mind?" I was like, "Oh, Grandma, what are you doing in a video game?"
Yeah, she's just the old woman you don't want to mix with. She's great.
She's like such a small little sponge here.
Her model also is very expressive.
Chat, is there any area that you guys would like to see? We're just kind of exploring right
Yeah.
now.
We sort of went through all the stuff we were planning on showing, and we're like, okay, now what?
Chat choice now.
Yeah, I mean it's fun just going around it pretty much anywhere. I do like that every dungeon and every area in this game has its own gimmick, basically, and I really like the gimmicks in this game. Like, I like using the diamond boots to cut away the thorns. I like walking over lava with the ice crystal.
This guy's count.
Whoops, sorry, Al.
Well, I just have, I mean, it says shields. You're good.
Fine, look, I'm just super protected from nothing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm good at video games.
Yeah, we're not gonna show off any of the dragon fights, so if people haven't played this yet,
Special thing for people who haven't played before.
wanna see Tia, wanna see guys.
I can make chat mad and say that Vacant Interference is a much better boss theme than Legend of the Five Great Dragons.
You gonna cause a
wanna
riot? Why do you want to poke the dragons?
But no, they're both really cool, but I definitely, I like Vacant Interference a lot.
So yeah, we have some suggestions.
Well, definitely Moondragon Fight is very spoilery.
Yeah,
I wouldn't,
Guys
yeah.
count as a
Okay, Crossing Rage is really damn good. That's a good point. Let's see.
angry typing.
Do we have any saves in like the water dungeon by any chance? The island? Ruins
we
Island?
In
Ruins
case you
Island's
missed
kind of
these
cool.
earlier. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing achievement art. Look at
It is such cool achievement
It's
art.
really pretty.
Yeah.
We
Y'all,
worked with pretty
you want to just watch the
fantastic.
DuckTales premiere? She would like fit right into that.
Oh, I need to watch that.
It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Sweet.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I keep meaning to, but I keep forgetting that it aired. I'm like, oh, yo.
It's just on YouTube, so.
Oh, it's just on YouTube?
Yeah.
I need to watch it too. Sorry, controls.
It's okay. I know my controls. I can get them back.
Yeah, we have two separate artists, one for Monsters, one for Peoples. Yeah, these are achievement arts. Yeah, on YouTube from Disney themselves. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
What did it say? Ah,
There's a 10.
item menu and minimap. Oh. There's a 12.
Wow.
The 12 is just R3. Yeah. So is this where I'm going, or am I going... Oh, yes. Oh, wow, it's actually, like, showing me the area.
Yeah. First time.
I guess it's true you loaded a save game and you didn't work here. So, duh. It would be.
I almost always
I never got super used to working with Dice, but yeah, he's pretty fun. I guess this is where you actually get the thing that lets you breathe on the road as well.
Yeah.
This is,
Where the official movie is Tom's birthday.
yeah!
We should just put that in the...
Just Tom's birthday.
Instead of Dave's Tom's birthday.
We'll be turning a full 12 years old.
I'm
Very strong!
not a fan of water PS2.
This one's pretty fun though.
This one's, yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, water level.
Is that just like a universal game thing? Or water levels just annoying?
See, the thing is, I actually have never minded most water levels. Unlike most people, except the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I definitely minded yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that like
Infamous,
started the whole
yeah.
hatred towards water levels. Honestly.
So, I don't know, water levels just always kind of freak me out. Even like the water levels in Mario.
Yeah.
I'll say I like those. I thought
Yeah,
those were
I like
cool.
those. I like those calming music.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the music's so good.
The music
there.
is so good, but it's like underwater, and I'm like,
yeah,
no!
it's like if you
Ooh.
stay too far out of
Hello,
the bubbles,
gladiator
like
duck.
you can die.
Yeah.
Is that a gladiator duck? That's a gladiator duck.
You know? We need that around here. Should go with our like penguin service.
Yes. Yeah, I should use more skills. Skills are good. Fly fish. That's not how I go fly fishing. I also don't go fly fishing.
I was gonna ask, you actually like that? That'd be really cool.
Gladiator, yeah, it is a gladiator. Is that the official name for it? I don't think so.
I don't know, but that would
That'd
be
be
amazing.
That would
super
be
cool.
good. That'd be good.
I'd appreciate that.
Ah yes, Aisha and Geis have great banter. Oh, I know how to do this. I think. Don't I have the
have the
thing?
thing.
Yes, I do have the thing.
So remember, guys, slight spoilers
Yeah.
probably, but it's a cool area, so. I want rocks that open like doors.
Yeah, as far as spoilers go, this is pretty minor. It's just like, he's got a ring because
Oh
a
my
guy gave it to him.
Goodness. Doggy's so protective.
Yeah.
Doggy calls Adol his little buddy at one point in this game, and I laughed for like 5 minutes.
That was definitely me channeling like Skipper versus Gilligan. Because it's, you know, blue and red, so Dogi and Adol. It makes sense. It's Skipper and Gilligan.
Spoilers my innocent eyes.
I'm so sorry.
Gladiator ducks!
Gladiator.
Gladiators! Anybody else better at these? Everybody's like just doing normal damage. Ooh, good. Knocked you out. Knocked you out good.
I really want to just like have the chat.
Gladidiles?
Gladidiles. I want to just have the chat like name a bunch of monsters. I think
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yep. Gratios Talisman. Or Gratios? Gratios?
I'm not sure.
Uh,
I think in my head I say
I think it's
Gratios, but-
Gratelsu in the Japanese, I think, but it's been a while. Yeah, this island is a ruined town, basically. Like, it used to be a town, and now is just mostly underwater and destroyed. Thus, its appearance as a dungeon. That's its story, and it's sticking to it.
And you said all the locations that these take place in are based off of real world
Correct.
places?
Altago is based off of Carthage. So this game officially takes place in Eastworld's version of Carthage. In fact, we were for a while considering localizing it as Arthago, because that's sort of what they were going for with Altago.
Right.
But it's, you know, like all the official art is Altago and everything like that, so we decided no Arthago, we'll just go Altago. Yeah.
Geist does.
I do like how, you know, they sort of change Carthage to Altago, but then, like, Rome just becomes Rom. And, you know, Germany's Garman. And it's like, yeah, some of them are just so obvious. I think Greece just became Greek. Just like, yeah.
You know,
Like
the main place
And
you
Europe
gotta
is,
take-
yeah,
And Europe.
Europa.
It's a garbled continent of Africa.
Africa,
Oh yeah, Africa. Gotta have Africa. Ooh, I love the giant leap through the water.
I'll have to watch Big Brother now. Don't get me. We won't enjoy Big Brother.
We won't judge publicly. But his defense goes down by 3.
It's a shield.
It's an ogre shield, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. It's more offensive.
It makes you be like, oh, grr.
My goodness. And of course I just thought of the
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Ooh. Knocked you over. Yeah, look at that.
It's like, oh wait, I have a boomerang.
I think there's like, where am I going? I guess down here. Yeah, into the deep water. Pirates of Deep Water. Dark Water, that's what it was. Why did that show ever get canceled? That was an awesome show. Sorry, total tangent. But man, that was a good show. Yeah, see, this is a cool kind of water level. You don't have to worry about the breath or anything like that. You just move kind of funkily and there's cool effects. That's fine.
Someone has a question about my memories of Salsetta.
Oh, okay.
Why did you guys decide to memory of Salsetta as something like Salsetta, the Sea of
Foliage, Ocean, and Salsetta, yeah.
Ocean and Salsetta. It was going for it.
We had a lot of discussion. We were gonna do, like, Salsetta the Sea of Trees was a finalist in, like, our naming choices, but a few people thought that sounded kind of Englishy. Like, it didn't really sound like something
real
somebody would
title,
actually say.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the one who came up with Memories of Salsetta because of the theme of the game, essentially. And, you know, even though it's not 100% accurate to the Japanese, it's accurate to, like, the idea of the game. So that's sort of the one that stuck, that people voted for.
Nice.
That's what we wound up doing. What am I doing? Oh yeah, what was the item? Natalie extract. I use Natalie extract so I can take the Natalie extract. Yeah. Get up there. I'm actually kind of doing it. Wow.
Salsetta, the Sea of Trees reminds me of the Titanic.
That's true. I actually, like, do think the Sea of Trees has an almost poetic quality to it. Like,
But it's still
it's
like
still
in that realm
very
of, like,
slightly
that's-
Englishy at
yeah,
the same
exactly.
time. Like, yeah, I can definitely understand why it was not something that a lot of people here really wanted to go with. But yeah. Wait, I think I can cheat my way up there with one of his abilities. Yeah.
Oh my god!
You can't jump in this game unless it's part of an ability, in which case you're not supposed to be able to do it. But you can. And it's fun. A little cheating.
Cheating within the bounds of the
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, just finding secrets. I don't know.
It's true. Oh, hello, very, very large pufferfish. My goodness. Or a lamprey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those ones taking like the beach with the
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know fish, but Called
Blended.
Lit. Okay. Yeah. Emerging. Actually really like the dungeon designs in this game. They're straightforward but have enough like twists and turns and enough little colors and things. They're like super fun.
Right, not so long.
Yeah. Yep. That's actually one of the other things that I think this has over Celceta is the dungeon designs, but I think Celceta has overworld design over 7, so it's kind of a trade-off.
I remember when I was playing like, I haven't played the you get really small.
I vaguely, I remember that.
You
Yeah.
like go through the mouse holes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was a pretty cool gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool. I like this. I've never seen it.
Anything behind there? No. I think there is later.
Yeah, I think there is later.
I'm trying to remember from 7 years ago. Is that like a wind current that I can actually use the finger?
Yeah.
Sweet. Getting some mileage out of that.
Sure, you can use that thing.
Yeah. Kind of look like the thing from like Where the Wild Things Are.
Because of that. No, stop smacking me.
It's crest.
Nice crits. Awesome.
It is Knight's Crest. Ah. Yeah.
I like it, especially later on in the game.
Yeah. It's just, you know, we're streaming right now. I'm probably not going to be continuing this exact save, so it doesn't really make much of a difference here. Oh, I'll bet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So brave.
I guess Nightmare for this game, right? Yeah. Inferno, I think, was only Felgana. And yeah, the fact that Felgana actually had a difficulty beyond Nightmare is ridiculous. Like, holy crap. The game was hard enough on normal.
Are there any monsters that are
Pickers for sure, like, are everywhere. That's a good question. I'm sure there have to be, but I can't think of any offhand.
the pokey one?
Must be a stalk. Ooh.
Yeah, this is it's the 7th anniversary
Sure is.
of E7's PSP release in America. It is not a coincidence. We should probably send some more stuff
Yeah, that's fine.
about it. Yeah. This is definitely a 7th anniversary
There went
celebration
Adel.
stream.
Watch. Oh no, I went
For
too.
the soon to be coming
That's what I get for trying to drop my friends down a waterfall.
Karma.
Yeah, there they go. What is this thing now? Can I use anything yet?
Are you at the pedestal?
It is a pedestal. I don't think I have the
You don't
thing.
have the thing yet. We'll have it.
Yep.
I'm up.
Oh, not high enough to jump up there. Was hoping. No. But it's just,
You
the,
just wanted
it's
to
the,
have, like, a
the
lookout
principle
point.
of the matter. Yeah. There was the longest time where there's like a treasure chest, I think in this dungeon, that I thought you could only get by doing that, by using like Adol's skill to jump up there. And I remember getting into a big argument with somebody online who was like, "No, it's not the way you do it. What is he talking about?" And I'm like, "That's the only way I found to do it." And they're like, "No, you take this elevator thingy." And they were right. And it's like, "Oh, I somehow completely missed that. Instead, like cheated my way up to it." Like, oh, okay.
Oh, you got the chest.
Yeah.
And then that's all of it.
Exactly.
Got the awesome treasure.
Chat should name all of our games, honestly.
What should?
Chat.
Oh. What do they come up with? Oh.
Yeah, we'll see you next stream. Vaguely describe
It is pretty fun coming up with names for games. Like I'm also pretty proud of Zwei the Ilvered Insurrection because II is 2. You get it? And it wasn't the name we used, but for Akiba's trip, I came up with a name that I really wish we would have used, Nos for Otaku. But yeah, you ended up going with Undead and Undressed instead as the subtitle, but I mean, come on, Nos for Otaku. I want to use that somewhere.
Actually. Like 12, please.
Yeah, he doesn't like tarot, he's making terrible plans.
It's what I do, come on. Looks like you can go down from here somehow. It's like there's a crystal on a platform. Obviously, it's an elevator. I'm gonna take the easy way out. Fairy strike! Actually, I barely did anything to the aim clearly. This first, man. Spiked leather before story essential things. Come on. Whose is that?
We have someone saying that they're a new East fan.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Whoa, hello.
Final Battle of East 2 was
Nice. I'm not sure.
East 2 is amazing. Like, that game was so far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Man, that's good. East 1 is a fun game, and the Tower of Dawn is a really cool dungeon. But it's short and it shows its age a bit, whereas East 2, like, still holds up to this day. I think it's such a great game. It's probably one of my favorites in the series, honestly. And the final dungeon in East 2 is so good.
Yeah, we'll make it through all of these games. We just, have to find time.
Yep. Indeed, it can be. Boy, I will make good use of that. Right now.
I'm up.
Because nothing makes more sense than firing a bow and arrow underwater.
I just think of all, like, the conditions you have in D&D to this disadvantage.
This ain't D&D, yo.
I wish I could go in melee and do backflips in D&D too. Carry the cross.
We're back. Did I miss? I must have missed something, didn't I? So I feel like I didn't get anything down there other than the treasure chest. Yeah.
But, I mean, you fell down that way?
Yeah.
So you can
Let's
always,
give it
you
another
can always
shot.
just
see what I'm... Oh yeah, I definitely didn't go this way.
I really like when games like actually change your equipment when you change your equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, very few of these games do that though. I think Felgana did that in the Switch game? I don't remember if Origin did that or not. Same engine, but because of like 3 different characters.
Yep.
Ah, I see. Yeah, the armor I don't think changes though for the characters.
okay.
Yeah, I mean like the weapons.
Yeah. That's most of these games, fortunately, the weapons do show.
I was looking at Adol's shield.
Oh.
Yeah, and the shield.
Oh, I guess the shield changes
Shield
too,
changes
doesn't
too.
it?
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
Like,
Shield
it's
changes.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I
neat.
love it when they do that too. Like the outfits I understand because it's like obviously
Yeah. And usually there's at least, you know, like the one secret outfit or something. Like this Origin has the like, schoolgirl uniform and the like teddy bear outfit or something.
Yeah.
Is it really?
And
the
Zwei
equipment
2 has
changes.
a similar thing as well. It's weird though because in Zwei 2 they are legitimately the strongest armor in the game. So like you kind of have to go around wearing like a giant like plush suit if you want to have like the best defense
Good.
you can possibly have.
And this is why that game is very, very important, and you should play it.
It's good stuff. That's right, these statues rise and lower the water levels.
Of course, because it's a water
Mm-hmm.
temple thing.
Yeah, you
Gotta
gotta
do that.
do
Gotta do
something
that.
with water levels.
Yep. Okay, let's talk about Dark Fact.
Dark Fact. Who was in the anime dub referred to as Dark Factor for some reason. I don't know why.
That's pretty interesting. We should be wrapping up pretty soon.
Probably.
Like 10 minutes. So, if you guys have any last questions, let us know.
Last minute things you want to see.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've just been sort of absorbed in just getting through the dungeon here.
And that's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't even realize. You
I
just, like,
swear, the dungeons in this game are just very satisfying. They're a lot of fun. And as you can see, like, the game looks and plays very, very well. You can see I did an excellent job. Okay. And yes, that is in fact what he was referred to in the Japanese, "dolk fucked," which was yeah, that's one of those names I don't think anyone questioned why we changed it. Yeah, there were definitely some interesting original names. Also in this game, the character of Krushi, which we rendered as C-R-U-X-I-E. Original official spelling for her was C-R-S-H-E. Krush. Krush.
more of a sound effect.
Yeah. And yeah, that was one of those names that we really had a lot of trouble figuring out what we wanted to do with, because, you know, what do you do with Krush?
Do you want to show her?
Kirsch? Yes.
Yeah.
Let's load up a save with Kirsch once I'm off of this crystal elevator. Let's see. Something in the desert, right? Oh, it'd be later,
Lower,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful art again. It's the same art.
There's
Sorry.
some
That's what I
Kirsch.
prepared. Also, you should unlock achievements and see them.
There she is. She just like knocks these things all over the place.
I like the little voice too.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, Dice's name is also like Dash, but also like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's That is Geis is the official spelling of his name, like in all art and everything, but the actual pronunciation is Gash for some reason, which I'm not sure how you get that out of Geis. It's like kind of a unique one. Also, the official pronunciation of Myshera's name is Myshera, despite the fact that it looks like Mishera. Yeah. It's her catastrophe, that's right, this is really cool.
Heck yes!
Just like destroys everything.
Yeah.
Hold up, guys, I'm gathering some fossilized twigs.
Feels like half the time when you're doing deep dive, like literally there are things and then you're like, oh wait, I need to gather up all this stuff. Come help me! This is all I thought about when I first saw it. Okay.
Also, sometimes they just start randomly gathering
That's
stuff
true,
while
you're
you're
like, no,
yo,
no,
I need some help here, guys! We'll help! I do like, though, that for the most part the AI doesn't, like, get itself killed in this game, which is nice.
They actually
Yeah. Which is a rarity, really, with AI in games.
Yeah, that's true.
That is also sort of like a big difference between this and, like, SWI, the Over Insurrection, which also have a multiple character party, but when you swap characters in SWI, you literally switch places with the character. So, like, you are instantly where you were, like, there's no movement whatsoever. Here, you actually, like, you know, stay wherever you happen to be.
Yeah.
So you can sometimes use that to, like,
Yeah, when
warp
you're
slightly out of the way.
strategy, too.
Yeah. Whereas in SWI, it really does feel more like the two characters are like two halves of a whole in all the ways. So I'll show some of my Shera as well. I do like that her magic attacks are homing, which is something that Aisha does not get. Her arrows. And they are stronger than Aisha's arrows, but they're nowhere near as fast, so it's sort of a trade-off.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah. But she can be really, really powerful. She does a ton of damage.
The air just turned on in here.
Yes, it did. Nice timing.
thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, AC.
I remember this used to happen like,
Yep.
in the main room.
Yep.
Let's leave in like 5 minutes now.
Go, man.
That's a big idiot.
Anything else going on in chat? What you guys thinking?
I think someone asked like why we went with guys instead of just the guys with the gash or something.
Well, also, it's GEIS is how his name was always rendered, even in Japanese promotional art and such. Not sure how you get that out of Gash, but it seemed like a perfectly valid name, and it was clearly what Falcon intended, so that's what we went with. Generally, if the original Japanese name sounds like a real name, like, we'll usually go with it. It's just when you get things like Kirsch, that, you know, I guess that's kind of like that Bush's beer commercial. Kirsch, just like a can opening sound effect. But yeah, like my Share is another example. You could have changed the way her name is spelled, but the way it's spelled works, and I think it looks pretty cool, even though it's more likely you're going to pronounce it in the Share. So it's like,
Like I was doing.
Yep. Which is totally fair. I mean, I'm sure, despite my line that a lot of people make fun of Krish introducing herself, a lot of, you know, I'm sure a lot of people still call her Cruxy.
She's a cute name.
Yeah.
She's cute, yeah.
But yeah, I have her basically telling you how to pronounce her name in, like, her introduction, which I think I toned down a little bit.
You did.
Yeah.
Because
But
you brought that up because you're like, okay, there's this line that a lot of people.
people have been like mercilessly like making fun of me for that line ever since like 7 years ago. But it's like, I think it's fair if you have somebody who has like a somewhat complicated name, they're gonna like yeah, no, it's pronounced like this, you know, and say it a little more slowly.
Yeah.
It's sort of what I was going for, but it doesn't really come across. Oh, we're in the teleporter maze territory here. It's down here. Ooh. Whoa, oh, crap. I see. That's the escape teleporter. I am wearing the thing, okay. I just need to wait for wind currents. And not fall off. Yeah! Yeah! There we go. Ooh, can I cheat up my way up there? I want to cheat my way up there. Enemies do the thing. Yeah!
Oh, you got a gap to cross. Okay.
And then they teleport to me because I got too far away. Success! I got a ruby!
Alright, I think that's where we can wrap it up. So I'll go back to camp. So we can sign this stream off for today.
Alright. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you for joining us.
Hope you enjoy the game.
Yeah.
But of course you will, because it's awesome.
Definitely not
It's great.
And launching August 30th.
Tom's birthday.
Yep.
Yay! On Steam, Humble, and GOG.
GOG Galaxy.
Whatever. I mean, that's true. I'm just, you know, you see it as GOG, so.
Which just always makes me want to say, "Gog me with a spoon."
Oh! I set myself up for that! GOG Galaxy, anyway. What is it, $24.99?
Yeah.
With a 10% launch week discount.
Yeah. And it's already, the pages are up on Steam and Humble, and GOG we're still working to get it up. So.
But hopefully up soon.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, everyone.
Thank you! Professor Icepick says GOG too.
Excellent.
I like I just typed GOG.
But I knew! Maybe I'm wrong. Please, Professor Icepick, be in my corner. But yes, thank you again. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you will have a good time playing E7 on PC.
See you in a bit. Next time we stream.
Bye.